There it is. There it is. What's going on, world? What's going on, world? Hey, man. I used to wear this button up right here. Funerals, job interviews. I used to do both. I don't know why. I was like, damn, it's the perfect. You know what I'm saying? It got some dust on it right here. Got some dust on it. I had to dust this joint off, but I used to rock this shit all the time, bro. Let me tell you about it. Let me tell you about it. Listen, man, I think we're good. Then they got the fucking Cybertruck right outside the window. Let me grab the dry erase joints. Because I'm going to need these. Check this out, man. Mic check 1, 2, 1, 3. There you go. All right. Let's stop playing around. Let's stop playing around. I'm over here grabbing this joint. What's going on, world? Listen, man. For those wondering, let me get situated here. I'm playing too many games over here on the side. Pause. And even with that being said, I actually, for those that tune into the live content, I'm considering maybe doing one right here. I may or may not. We'll see. I don't know if some of these people are tapped in with the content if they check in already. I'm at 1,000, but 1,000 ain't a million. You know what I'm saying? I'm at 1,000, but 1,000 ain't 100,000. 1,000 is not 10,000. 1,000 is just what it is. It's 1,000. But I had did one 2 days ago specifically. Wait, a day and a half ago, but 2 days ago. From today, technically, because today is Saturday, and the last one I had did was sometime in the evening. I just got into that mode. I kind of just forced the situation, forced the energy out. I was like, I'm a little clogged and bogged down by certain things that aren't making sense. I feel like I need to address everything, but I don't need to talk to everything because a lot of things, I'm addressing people as soon as I can, and I'm not really getting the reciprocation. So I started to realize, like, I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a lot in terms of reaching out to people, reaching back to people, things like that. But let's get into this, man. Try to embolden it as much as possible. Embolden you as well, embolden all the people that are tapping in. Because you never know who might not, you never know who might need to hear something today. And it's real simple, man. You never know who needs to hear I love you. You never know who needs to hear how are you doing? How have you been? It's good to see you. That's another good one. It's good to see you. When you hear someone say, it's good to see you, sometimes I hear it so much. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I'm hearing that right. I don't know if I'm hearing that right. But this is TTH. Did I do it? Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Let me grab the marker. I drew 3 T's. The Truancy Tower. This is the Truancy Tower. Hold on, man. This is how easygoing I'm being today. This is how easygoing we're being today. Because, I actually chopped it up with security. Last time I was here, he said he's new here. He's a good dude. I was like, what's going on, bro? He said, whoa. We're just talking about, Wi-Fi connectivity. He's new to the job, so he don't know much. I'm like, no, bro, let me just show you. So I actually went over to the security desk and helped him out, which is a dope thing. I guess that's just me connecting with people, I guess. So that was a good thing. But yeah, he's kind of new to all this. TTH 218. TTH 218, the Truancy Hour, 218. Let me get about the thing. Let me see if y'all can see this. I'm gonna see from your angle. TTH 218. You can kind of see it's kind of faint. See, it's not as emphasized as the other markers. But here we are, man. Listen, it's a very easygoing day. You see me moving as slow as I can. I'm letting the body rest from all the physical stuff I put it throughout the work days, but also just like in general. I'm trying to move around a little bit. It helps me to move around as I'm doing these recordings and doing these little talks because that way, on top of being ahead of schedule, on top of all that, this is the closest thing I get to, a combination of emotional medicine and motion is medicine. Another thing too is I have to constantly like disconnect and reconnect the thing that's attached to the port here for the headphones. So hopefully things work in the best way possible, the best manner. You know, you'll see me kind of go back and forth as well for what do you call this? I got the OBS up, but I also got the video game playing in the background. We're doing some live content on the side for live viewers that just want more of a cozy here. Let me just double check on this. A cozier stream, Plastic Duck Simulator. Whenever I'm here, I'm going to try to run this in the background as much as possible. So these are just the things I have going on. These are the options. But, you know, like I said, man, I've said this before. I'll say it again. I'm going to keep saying it as many times as possible. It's the university mindset. I want to introduce the university mindset to any and everyone that's coming across this content for the first time, if not the second, if not multiple times. Because, you know, a lot of this stuff I be getting loves and like. I get a lot of love. I get some likes, and I couldn't tell you whether it's had an empathy or people actually checking in and watching the whole content. You know, my YouTube studio stats will be able to tell me. But on top of that, I'm trying to do these a little more and stray away from the live content because at least I can save my energy for moments like this. There's a piece of me that's like, yeah, turn on the cameras and just, you know, no matter where you're at, turn the cameras. You know, you ever see that that meme? There's a meme or whatever. It's like an image. It shows a guy, he's mining through a tunnel. He's farther than the guy above him. He's farther than the guy above him, but he gives up halfway. He starts walking away, but he's like a couple inches, if not a couple centimeters away from the diamonds, the diamond mine. The other guys, he's still going for it. He's not quite there yet, but he's still going for it, and he doesn't give up. Hopefully he doesn't give up. But they're on different tunnels and different paths. But this guy's not giving up. They're the guys right at the goal, right at the finish line. He gives up. So I start asking myself, like, am I in that same type of frequency right now? Or like, does it feel like I'm giving up and I'm right there? Am I right at the precipice? Am I right at the? I can never tell if I'm right there or not. There was a time period I felt like giving up. You understand? There was a time period I felt like giving up, and I remember constantly just being reminded by people adjacent to people that I ended up hating in the long run. You know, but that's a whole other conversation. That's what happens when you're friends with women. When you're friends with women, the men around them start hating you. That's a whole other conversation. But that's been the story of my life. I didn't realize why certain people hated me my whole life, and I realized, like, oh yeah, your sister or the bitch you dating that you're probably not even gonna marry is just over here all over my. You know, she's on my jock, man. That's just what it is. And I ain't even stressing her. Sometimes I don't even know that girl like that. But it's funny how that works, man. It's not to sit here and brag. It's just to kind of point that out for anyone that deals with that situation. You wonder why random and weirdo men be hating on you. It's because of shit like that sometimes, man. And it's no love lost for me. I'm still gonna try to say hi to you. I'm still gonna, you know, still try to treat you as a decent human being. You know what I'm saying? Even though you hate me. You know what I'm saying? It's a thin line between love and hate sometimes, man. You really ain't hating on me, man. You just mad that you don't got the love that I got. It's really just that thin line right there. You know what I mean? Once you have that understanding, man, you could really just stand on both sides, man. You could really just stand on both sides. Like, yeah, I get it. And I move and I pivot how I need to. I don't stay one way or the other a little longer than the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not swaying one way more than the other unnecessarily. But let's talk about this university mindset before I get a little carried away. You know, we were really lax in the beginning. You give me this time period right here. You give me this room. You give me the spaces, man. This is what it's about, university mindset. Tap within yourself a little bit, man. Within yourself, man. Just tap in a little bit, man. Really start loving yourself a little bit, man. Really start respecting yourself a little bit, man. Really start loving yourself. Really start respecting yourself a lot more. As much as possible. Because, you know, the thing is this, right, man? You know, we get access. We out here on campus. Every time you see me right here, I'm on campus. That might mean something to some. It's going to mean something else to a lot of other people. But we right here on campus. But don't worry about the interpretation. Worry about yourself. Because I'm going to tell you like this, right? We out here on campus. When we get access to university spaces and places, when you get access to the campus, when you get the whiteboards, when you get the quiet and the peace and you're away from everything, you got Wi-Fi you can utilize. You got peace and quiet. You got a bathroom that's pretty clean. You know what I'm saying? You got all the good amenities around you. And you're away from home, whether you're far from home or not, whether you're a bus ride away or 2 bus rides away from home. I'm just giving you all my situations. I'm giving you all my scenarios, all the things I'm familiar with, all the things I'm accustomed to. Doesn't matter where you're at. But once you get access to them university spaces and places, right or wrong, and whether you make the right friends or whatever, they let you in. The security is real cool with you. Just whatever it is, man. The teachers, the professors, you know what I'm saying? The medical people nearby, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? The medical people, the engineers nearby, all the people nearby that are just doing their job, and I'm over here like I'm trying to explain to them, like, hey man, I'm about to just put up this phone, and I want to make this my job. I want to make it my job, my occupation or my obligation to kind of just speak and put this out to the universe and make this video form. That's my job. That's my responsibility. That's what I need to do today. Am I allowed to be in this space, place, whatever? And the thing is, I have access to it. So who am I to just, utilize this piece and then, nurture this mindset, nurture this university mindset, nurture this feeling, this healing, whatever. Who am I to not have that and then not impart that same wisdom or energy and feeling to the rest of the people publicly with these videos here that people may or may not find right when it comes out, or even 5 to 10 years down the line? Who knows, man? This shit gets lost in the algorithm because the majority of the content is video games. It's video games. The majority of the content is video games. That's the channel. The algorithm is so confused. Like, you got this video, you got that video, you got this thing, you got this RPG, you got this RPG, you got this video game, you got the plastic duck simulator. You know what I mean? You got all type of whatever going on. There's a whole lot of video game stuff. You got some nerdy stuff. You got some edits, and you got these random things that come out once a week that are just this truancy hour thing, where you want to talk about university mindset. It gets lost in the sauce, man. Like I'm telling you, man. Sometimes like you'll be sitting here eating a Big Mac. You'll eat a Big Mac. You might not even like the McDonald's Corporation. You don't even like that they're sponsored, or what, not sponsored, but like partnered with Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying? You might not even like McDonald's meats paws. You know what I'm saying? You might not like all the ingredients in it. You're like, man, fuck all that shit. All that shit in there is unhealthy. It's not good for you anyway. And then you'll sit there and neglect the fact that, oh yeah, all that stuff is probably not the best for you. It's probably not the most healthiest thing for you. But at the same time, you forget about the time that just simply taking a bite of that sandwich, or just simply taking a sip of that high C or whatever, accesses and helps you grant that memory of the time when like your mom was still alive. You were spending time with family, your cousins, your brothers, whatever, and just having fun as a kid. You understand? I'm not saying you can't, I'm not saying you can't evolve from McDonald's. Yeah, you should evolve from eating McDonald's and fast food, but just understand that, like, if you ever get a chance and you eat it again, you understand it's not the healthiest thing for you. That's fair. But just understand that each bite is just that nostalgic feeling. Like, it comes with something. You understand? The negative things come with something positive. The things that are flooded with something, you got to read between the lines. Sometimes they say the devil's in the details, but God is as well. You understand? They say the devil's in the details, but God is everywhere as well. Let's not forget that. I'm not even religious. I'm just keeping it real. The Truancy Hour, TTH 218, 218. Let's talk about it, man. University mindset. You get access to these university spaces and places. It gives you a sense of peace. It gives you a sense of wisdom. It gives you a sense of whatever, grounding, whatever it needs to be. I take all three and I try to impart as much as I can, whatever's happening. I don't even know what the fuck I was going to say today. I looked at the notes on my phone and I was like, ooh, we talking about that. Ooh, we talking about that. Because I wasn't even in the mood. I'm over here looking at my computer like, I want the easy route. I want the easy life right now. I just want to put my phone up and just mumble. Just sit there and mumble on the goddamn whatever with the controller. Like, what's going on with you? Why am I smoke later? I'm a blah, blah, blah. It's goofy ass shit. Rather than standing up here, you know what I'm saying, get the ankles. Because I've been sitting down all fucking day in the past 24 hours, man. Sitting down, laying down and shit, being lazy as hell. I'm over here in bed just chatting it up with people in different live streams and chats. Like, oh yeah, I got to wake up and make some breakfast. So, your boy scrambled up 6 eggs, Himalayan sea salt, cayenne pepper, whatever we got available. That's just my mains. That's my go-tos. Blue bonnet butter. Ugh. Ugh. I ain't even high, bro. It's just the coffee. It's the brown sugar maple, man. Shout out to the girl. I forgot her name already. And she was over here talking to me, talking about, she said, you work in the community, right? And I was like, no, I don't. I just work on weekdays. Oh, you don't work today? Okay. She thought I was grabbing coffee to go to work. And I was like, no, I just come here. You know what I mean? I just like seeing them pretty ass white girls. I just like talking to them little cute ass white girls at the coffee shop. I like how they say good morning. I like how they say hi to me. I like how they look to the side, like, let me finish this drink and I'll get to yours. I just like that courtesy. And it's a really, quaint shop. It's, it's this quaint shop that used to be another coffee shop where they had what do you call this? They used to have these little poetry things there, man. Shout out to, I forget her name. I still got her email. Well, it might be my old email, but I used to keep in touch with her because I met her at another poetry place. She's like, hey, we're going to do something for the kids. If you want to come through, maybe you can perform too. And I was like, cool. I came by, and a lot of my raps, they're misogynistic. It's some bullshit. Like, I be saying some bullshit ass metaphors. I just be making shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man's man type shit. Like, I'm gonna just talk about like what I say, bro? I said something metaphorically. Anybody fucking me, Nazir and Socrates, lyrically chin checking pussy is gynecology. Like, I be saying shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what the fuck I said, bro. I said some bullshit back then, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go to this little open mic, and then come to find out all these girls at the open mic, they're just reading passages from a book that they're part of a publishing company. These little girls, teenagers, and I was like 21, 22 at the time. so I wasn't that far in age from them, but they were saying some passages in poetry from this book, this publishing company that they ended up collaborating with, thanks to that one lady who was helping them out, the lady I was friends with. These girls were reading some poetry about them being violated and going through some fucked up shit. I'm telling you, like, this is the block I go to get this coffee right here. This one I'm holding in my hand. That shit used to be a coffee shop that used to host these things, or these little poetry things, where these girls would get together and talk about their traumas, say it out loud, and tell these stories about the shit that happened, guys that grabbed them and didn't let go, the traumas of certain boyfriends and shit like that. Before that, that same space, if not the space next door, used to be my guy Madison. He's from, I don't know if he was from the neighborhood, but it's this dude. He was about like 6'3", 6'4". It's this black dude. He had dreads. He was teaching me how to kickbox. He taught me how to kickbox for like 1.5 lessons. I'd always see him in the neighborhood. And then I went to my boxing gym. My coach was like, man, you don't want to be mixing martial arts, man. Just stick to boxing. I'm like, damn, all right, fuck. So the last time I saw Madison, I had to always just joke around. But then he came to my fight. He saw me do a little, he saw me do an exhibition match. And then when I saw him, I was like, man, my bad, bro. I just, my coach is telling me about this stuff. He's, no, man, you looking good here. I appreciate you even coming to talk to me to say this shit. I was like, man, my bad, bro. He's, no, but you still training. And that's all that matters. I just want to make sure you're staying busy. And I was like, bro, I've been trying to get people to go to your studio. And he said, man, if it works out, it works out. The other funny thing about Madison, though, he said, he said, all right, you can train with me, man, if you can't afford it, but you got to bring your grades in. And that's part of the reason why I couldn't come back. I was like, man, my grades is trash, bro. One of my teachers hates me, dog. I was trying to tell my teacher, one of my teachers hates me, dog. How am I going to bring grades if she hates me? She's trying to give me 5.4%. 5.4%, bro. If you think about it, you start getting A, B, C, D, E, F, bro. When you start getting F, that's like 50, 60%. I'm at 5.4% because she hates me. I'm at a J. I was like, damn, I don't even have an A plus. I got a J on this class, bro. That's some science shit. So I said, fuck science. I am the sweet science, bro. You don't know what the sweet science is? Look that up, man. Marcus of Queensberry. Throwing them hands. Blop, blop, blop. You dig? Left uppercuts, man. We going straight to the solar plexus. We getting them ribs. We doing what we got to do. Just, you know what I'm saying? Footwork, all this shit. Boom. Switch hitting, man. What we doing? University mindset, man. I'm over here goofy because I got the caffeine and some sugar, maple, whatever the fuck. And I got cayenne and the eggs. I'm over here getting carried away with some dumbass shit. Hear me out, right? University mindset, man. People go to colleges, community colleges, technical colleges, vocational institutes. What am I missing, bro? Universities, colleges, community colleges, technical colleges, vocational institutes, all the if, ands, and maybes, et ceteras, and in-betweens, and up aboves. Because it's only up from here. They go to all them things, man. They try to get certain degrees and certifications, man. My thing right here is just quite simply with all this stuff, I'm over here joking around, trying to break the ice for anybody that's brand new. But I say this all the time. No matter what's going on, you understand the degrees of things in life that you have been through, you have survived, you have withstood, the threshold of things in life that you will no longer deal with and no longer handle. You understand the degree and the threshold of certain things in your life on that scale. You understand it. You understand the degrees of everything in your life up to this point, whether you can admit it or not, whether you can be honest with yourself about it or not, whether you can closely examine it or not. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Therefore, now you can just, therefore, now you can just certify yourself as a human being, simply as a human being, as a human spirit that deserves to exist, that deserves to be treated fairly, to be treated right, to be treated kindly. And a lot of that stuff, that's why I tell you to love yourself and respect yourself. It's easier said than done. A lot of people live with a lot of guilt sometimes, especially at a certain point of your life. And it only gets worse if you don't even try. You understand? You could carry the guilt right now. That's fair. Just know that the more life goes on, you could keep doing worse shit and carrying more guilt. So let's start now. You might have done some unforgivable shit. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. If you're a fucked up person, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Because I might have to just, I might have to cut you off. I'm like, yeah, I mean, you on that type of shit? I can't fuck with you. But just take what I'm telling you, man. Keep your distance from me, because that keeps me safe. Think about that. Keep your distance from me, because that keeps me safe. But now just take care of yourself based off the words I'm telling you, man. Because, I am not saying I'm the best caretaker, but I will say when I was around second grade, 01, 02, my mom was, forced to retire. And I've been doing nothing but looking out for her from that age up until the next age. So I was about like what, 8 to 9 years old, and she died when I was like 29. So that's like 20 years of my life, majority of my life up to this point, that I was just looking after someone that should have been raising me. So like I say, I'm not like a certified caretaker. I'm not the greatest caretaker in the world. I'm not approved to be one. I just ended up having to be one. You understand? I ended up having to monitor someone's sugar levels, or like even like not giving a fuck about the numbers, but simply just not giving them sugar, not giving them a soda, not giving them salt. Quite simply, like, oh, we can monitor the numbers. I ain't got time to be looking at the numbers. Just don't do it. That's my thing here, man. You can sit there and feel guilty. You can guilt trip yourself all day. You can feel bad about yourself all day, but let's just flip it and just start being happy about each other, man. Let's just start being happy about ourselves, respecting ourselves, loving ourselves, etc., etc., etc. Let's just start there. And it starts, man, it starts small, it starts corny, you know what I'm saying? But it grows into that stock, that corn stock. I don't care how corny this shit is, man. Put them fucking seeds down and then turn that shit to a corn stock, man. Because you will defeat yourself and deplete all your energy all day, bro, just doing this shit. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? You would defeat yourself and deplete your own energy, deflate yourself all day trying to do that shit. That shit ain't healthy. It's not good for nobody. And if you know good to yourself, man, who are you to everyone else? I said this shit a long time ago, man. The best version of yourself can help everyone else, man. You really want to be valuable to people? You really want to be there or just be like leaned upon? Yeah, you got to start being the best version of yourself. And sometimes you got to balance out taking yourself away from people that actually might need you, because you got to heal yourself. If not, keep working on yourself continually. Whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? University mindset, man. Start certifying you as a solo human being in this life. Yes, you might belong to certain groups, race groups, religious groups, cultural groups, ethnic groups, neighborhood groups, school groups, friend groups, class groups, whatever it is, man. Whatever it is, man. You belong to a lot of things. Maybe you don't feel like you don't belong anywhere. Maybe you just love kind of being like me, free-spirited, where you can kind of just dilly-dally here and there and just come and go when you need to. People miss you. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. Hey, man, I'm just here to do my thing, really. I love y'all, but I just got to I'm just here to do my thing, really. That's it. So, start loving yourself, man. Start certifying yourself, certifying your soul, what your soul has been through. Start certifying that it's something that deserves to be treated a little better. And it starts with you treating yourself a little better. Let's just go from there, man. Let's just go from there, man. One thing I wanted to talk about with people was and I'll continue to walk and talk because I'm gonna need the marker for this. I'm gonna grab a spare marker on the side. It's actually the same one. People are scared to take L's. We're in a time where like the allure of being undefeated, or the allure of not having any L's in your life, is a thing. You understand? It's a thing. Now, whether I say it's a right or wrong thing, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I don't know if it's right or wrong. People talk about taking L's all the time, man. That's what people be doing, man. They be taking L's. People will sit there and take a L. I hope y'all can see the L well. Some people will sit there and take a L. Some people take the L's well. You understand? What is a L? L is a loss, man. People out here taking L's. They're taking losses. Think, damn, you out here, you know what I'm saying? You dealing with so-and-so a loser, man. That boy just be losing. Man, I met some dudes, man. I'll tell you right now. It's rare. But it also isn't. You be in the boxing gym. I'm the type of person, I'd be in the boxing gym, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you could find this shit in basketball practice. You could find this shit on the football field. You could find this shit in all type of sports, man. There's motherfuckers who take L's in the gym all day long. They're in the gym taking L's. They're in the practice facility taking L's. They're losing. That's what that means. When you taking L's, you losing. You're losing during practice. You're losing during practice over and over and over again. And they never give up and they never stop showing up. Shout out to my guy, Doug, man. I be seeing this dude down at the taco truck, man. He got all the face tats and all that shit. My guy used to be outside just bop, bop, bop. You know what I'm saying? Just gang banging all that shit. That's my guy. And I used to go to the gym every day, and I know he just whoop on me. And he was telling me shit. He was like, man, I used to love sparring you, man, because you used to fucking school me. I said, bro, I used to go to the gym because you fuck me up every day after school. And I was like, I gotta keep showing up. I gotta keep getting stronger. He said, damn, that's crazy, man. Still sharp and still. I just had a different perspective. He said, I looked up to you because you always showed up. So me and him were exchanging notes. He was like, he just looked up to me because I always showed up. I looked up to him because he was older. He's like a little bit older than me. He's like a grade above me, and he could just beat me up. So I was like, damn, I got to show up. Because I'm, you know, I'm the type of person, whether I'm brawling it out or whatever, that's how I learn, man. I learn like the harsh way. Right or wrong, I'll be learning the harsh way. That's the type of person I am. I'm taking L's every fucking day. I don't care. 1 hour class or whatever, 30 minutes of sparring. So let's get it in, man. So I'm gonna have to take this ass with me. Some days I'll be down, like, fuck, I ain't there yet, but I gotta get in there and spar. I'm gonna start getting stronger. And then when I realize he starts letting off the gas, I gotta clock the shit out of him so he can go back to clocking me. Pause. Pause. Get this coffee too, man. Listen. It's rare that you find that. I was in that position, so I know it, and I know it when I see it. Motherfuckers take L's, they lose all the time, and they keep showing up. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep showing up. Motherfucker took L's all day long, taking them L's all day long. And they, you know, that's what they say. The definition of insanity is doing something over and over and over again, expecting new results or whatever, right? Motherfuckers get stuck in a cycle just with negative shit. Damn, what's wrong with this marker? That shit blew up on me. Pause. All right, let's see this, man. I get a perfect circle. You know why the marker blew up? Because it's like you need a perfect circle. You don't even know how to draw a fucking circle. I don't even know, man. I'm just over here drawing circles, man. You know, over and over again, man. Look up that. I don't even know if it still exists. Me and Dabu did the Vicious Cycle. Shout out to OT for doing the hook for the intro. We did the Vicious Cycle LP. No, the EP or the Vicious Cycle EP. We did that shit back in 2010, 2012, a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I had one homegirl, shout out to Raven. She was over here geeked off the album, tripping on it, singing and reciting the shit because OT was on it. Now all the bitches was loving me. I was like, damn, that's all it takes, man. I just need more. Get more people to just start getting on my albums and shit. Fuck with my shit. This is my music, though. So let's clean that up a little bit, man. Let's get it right. Hold on, let me get you right here, because you can't barely see this shit, huh? Damn, man. I hate this fucking busted ass spray. You get stuck in that cycle, man. You understand? You get stuck in that cycle, man. You get stuck in that cycle. You be doing the same shit over and over again, thinking you got the right results. And every time you take a L, you get right back into the circle. It doesn't matter. Every time you take a L, because that's the thing when you're taking an L, you're trying to break out the cycle. Think about that. It's a circle. It's a circle. You're stuck in this cycle of like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with my mental? What's wrong with whatever? You're stuck in this cycle. And every time you're trying to get out you take a L, you're trying to break out of it. You're like, okay, I'm doing this. Let me pop out. You understand? Let me go this way. You see my arm? This shit looks stupid, but look at this. Circle the arm, and then you want to take an L. That's what happens when you take an L, because you're trying. Boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? You got out of it right there, but then the loss gets you right back into the circle. Every time. See what I'm saying? Shit looks stupid, but I'm telling you, that's what the image is I'm trying to get right here. These L's, man. You do the upside down L, you still taking an L. Upside down L, you still taking an L. Reverse L, mirror L, you're still taking an L, man. You boxed in and you circled in. But you know, the thing about it is you gotta do this. Do some other shit. Go the other way. Go the other way. You understand? You're going this way, we're going this way, so boom. Pop out that way, pop out that way. You're going this way, pop out that way, pop out that way. Which way? You're going this way? Boom, pop out that way, pop out that way. Go that way, go the other way. Because we're going in a certain circle. Popped out this way. We're going this way, so we got to go down. We got to go down. See what I'm telling you? That's the issue. And the thing is, the more you keep popping out, you can't even see that shit, can you? Or maybe a little bit. The more you keep popping out, you see the circle? You be stuck in them circles, man. You stuck in the circle. You stuck in the circle. Every time you take an L, you keep getting yourself back into the circle. Take an L, because you're trying to get out of the path. You're trying to stop getting out the cycle. You know you're in the cycle. You recognize it. You pop out, but you're so used to the habit, you pop back in. and you're spinning again. This is what I'm saying. You pop out, go the other way. What's the other quadrant? You go this way, pop out, go this way. Because if you go back this way, you understand what I'm telling you? That's a circle. Boom, boom. That's an L. That's an L shape. Think about it. Get the fuck out them vicious cycles, man. Recognize that shit. Recognize you in this cycle. Recognize you in this perpetual circle of shit. And stop looking at the L like it's a bad thing. Like, I'm over here taking L's, man. Don't give the fuck up. Go the other way. The thing is, you keep on leaving. That's the thing. You keep on losing the same way. I used to keep getting beat up the same way in the gym. People disagree with that shit. Every time I tell people I was getting beat up in the gym, they're like, no, you weren't. You was putting in work. And I was like, I didn't see it. In my mind, it felt like, I'm just losing. It just felt like that. But I was like, no. You kept trying. So people had to keep reminding me. I was like, bruh, you were in there trying. We seen you trying. And you was fucking people up. Like, we didn't want to get in the ring with you, but we had to get in the ring with you. And I would hear that shit, and I'm like, I don't know, man. My mindset, I thought I was getting fucked up. And I was like, I just got to keep showing up because I'm getting fucked up. My perspective was different. You understand? My perspective, it felt like I was losing, but I felt like every time I kept losing, it was making me stronger. So I was like, let me keep showing up and getting stronger. And I kept trying out different things. Come to find out I was doing things the right way the whole fucking time. It's just a perspective, bruh. It's just a perspective. Because I wasn't trying and giving up. I would just try. You understand? Trying and giving up. And every time I would branch out, it'd be a whole new cycle. Because that's what it is in boxing. You're committing. You understand? That's the boxing metaphor there. You are committing to being in this squared circle, so they call it. You're committing to being within the squared circle. You're committing to suffering for 3 minutes and catching your breath for 30. You understand? You're committing to that shit. And I knew what I was doing. I came in that day. I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's only an hour today. There's 24 hours in a day. 8 of them you spend of them sleeping. What are you doing the other 16? I got to do with stupid ass school. I got to be in dumb ass school. I want to do that shit. I'd rather box. Fuck all this, man. Over here doing these assignments and stupid shit. I'd rather be throwing hands. What are we doing? And jump roping and shit. And shadow boxing. You know, just doing the drills. Give me them drills, man. I'm trying to get stronger. And that's what I'm saying. Perspective-wise, the whole time, I'm like, man, this shit tough, man. I'm gonna keep doing it. Because I'm getting stronger. I find myself getting stronger. I find myself feeling better about myself. Little by little, more by more. I was breaking out of my own fucked up self-esteem. A self-esteem that I never had, ever. I was slowly breaking out of it. I was slowly breaking out of the negative side of it. But I had to learn how to acquire the positive side of it. It took me a minute. You're talking about somebody that was physically and mentally abused since a kid. You know what I'm saying? No funny shit, no touchy shit, but just, in general, just getting whooped on and just getting stowed away in the closet. Mentally just fucked up, deprived type shit. Fuck these cycles, bruh. Once you start recognizing that shit, you can keep running the track if you want to. But if you know that track ain't getting you nowhere and you're trying to go somewhere, get the fuck off. Hop out the fence and go the other way. Don't hop out the fence and hop back in. People hop out, they get a little uncomfortable and scared because they're not used to being off the damn, what do you call this, the hamster wheel. And they try to hop back in like, ooh, I don't know how I feel about just not moving no more. Let me move. No, move the other way. Don't move back into the stupid ass movement. Move the other way. Try some other shit. Oh, I'm in the same city, but I'm going to get a new job. Get the fuck out of the city. That's where I'm on right now. I'm trying to get out of the city. Slowly but surely. Oh, this job, it ain't bad. It pays well, but get the fuck out of the job. Get another job. Oh, this friendship right here. Go find some new friends. Go talk to some people. When's the last time you talked to some new people? Well, I don't know. I don't really. Go try talking to some new people. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, you start talking to some new people that are some better friends for you, you're going to find out soon enough. The ones that are clowning on you for trying, like, who's this weirdo coming up, walking up to us, trying to talk to us? Who's this weirdo trying to come and talk to us? If you hear that shit, don't fucking talk to them. Move on to the next people. Because you're going to try to force the friendship on these people who are already laughing at you for trying. When you can go where some people where it's like the path of least resistance, you could just hang out with them. You could just spend time with these people who actually enjoy you trying. They're like, you know what, man? I've been there before. I've been awkward before. Sounds like you need a friend. Let me be your friend. You're going to find these people. And it's the thing. You break out of this one, right? You break out of this one. All of a sudden, you end up in another one. All of a sudden, you end up in another one. And you're trying to break out of it. You take another L. You get stuck in that shit again. Take another L. You get stuck in that again. Take another L. Get stuck in it again. Once you're in the cycle, what do? Boom, hit here. Pop out. Pop out. Pop out. Pop out. Smaller circle now. Smaller circle now. L. L. You trying. You keep trying. L. Keep trying. Keep trying. Pop out right there. Smaller circle. Smaller circle. You understand these habits become smaller now. Those bad habits become smaller revolutions. Those negative vicious cycles become smaller revolutions. I know you can barely see it. I know you can barely see it. Forgive me if you can barely see it. But you get what I'm trying to tell you. Hold on, bro. Where we start at, right here. You get stuck in this circle. You get stuck in that circle. You're trying to pop out. That's you taking L's right there. See that? You're taking an L right there, but you get stuck right in the circle again. You took an L. You took an L. You took an L. You took an L, but you're stuck in a circle. What do? Once you pop out, once you're trying, because when you take the L, the first part of taking L, it's a two-thing movement. It's a 1-2 movement. L is a 1-2 movement for losing. When you get the 1, the 2 is to get the fuck out. 2 is get the fuck out of Dodge. You get stuck in a cycle. You don't do the 1-2 right here and get back in the cycle. You go 1, pop out, 1, pop out, 1, pop out, 1, pop out, 1, pop out. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different directions you go. You get to the next one. It's another cycle. You get caught in another cycle. It's a little smaller though because you didn't deal with this shit before. You understand the revolution's a little better, so it feels like you're seeing it at a faster rate. That's what people say when they see things at a faster rate, because you keep seeing the same shit. You keep putting yourself through the same shit. Popped another L, took another L, took another L, took another L, took another, pop out, get the fuck out of there. Another smaller one. See all these L's? You trying to figure it out? Oh, that's a cycle again. Pop out, do it again. Pop out right here. You understand? Pop out right there. Sometimes you gotta pop out. That's what Kendrick told you, Brent. I placed the phone right here so it don't fall. I just want to zoom in on the shit for you. That's it. I just want to zoom in on the shit for you. Hopefully it makes sense. Hold on, man. I ain't trying to drop my phone. I don't want to drop the phone. We ever talking shit. Anyway, hold on. Let me put this away. Put the mark away. But that's what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Hopefully, and I hope the mic doesn't mess up at this point. I might actually end it soon just to double check on things, man. But that's life, man. You get caught in this thing and it's just like, bruh, what? So when I tell you, back to the beginning, when I talk to you about university mindset and stuff, I'm like, think about it. Think about it thoroughly, man. Think about it thoroughly, man. You understand the degree of things. You understand the circle and the degree of things. You understand? You understand. You understand the race you're on. You understand that you are not even you're not even cross country, bro. You just out here on the track. You out here on the track. See, for certain people, they hear that shit. That don't even sound right. I'm on the track. I'm on the blade. I'm a hoe. You want some hoe shit? You out here on the track, man? No, get the fuck out of here, man. We running that shit. You do cross country. You know what I mean? Sprint them county lines, man. Get the fuck out of there, man. Get in them woods. Get across them creeks. See some shit you ain't never seen before. Stop walking on and running on this flat ground. This astroturf. Fuck this shit. It's designed for what? Couldn't even tell you. Get back outside. You understand? Get outside of the circle. Get outside of it. Get back outside. Get outside of it. Start running back on the sidewalk. Cracks in the sidewalk. Little hills. Little mossy joints right here. Little grass areas. Slight inclines. Slight decreases. Slight pothole. Avoid that shit. Move around. Not this cookie cutter circle shit. Not this cookie cutter hamster wheel shit. Get outside the box. The box that you created from your own L's. People be talking about the box. You be putting yourself in a box all day. Break out of it, man. Break out the box and redefine yourself. Find a new cycle, because you've seen it all before, but it's a smaller revolution with big results. And it doesn't matter what direction you go, man. You could Fibonacci all the way around and get back to the core of all this if you wanted to. I just put it out that way as an example, but you just keep spiraling inwards. You understand? Every time you break that L, you're going into a smaller thing. Things become more simplified. You understand what I'm saying? The complexity of a giant circle, the diameter, and all the distance that's happening there. All that starts to go away when you start to refine it and really just put it into something smaller. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? That's what that is. That's the metaphor I'm trying to give y'all, man. There's nothing wrong with taking these L's. This is we're post Floyd Mayweather era. Floyd Mayweather was undefeated and getting paid to stay undefeated. Floyd Mayweather Jr. more specifically. You know what I'm saying? We not him. We not him. Let's tell the truth about it. None of us on this planet are him. He's very uniquely himself. Back to university mindset. You are uniquely who you are. Nobody is him. Nobody necessarily comes from a family of, oh, my dad was a Philly shell guy and my uncle was a brawler. And these two brothers right here were over here training, running down the street. Oh, also my dad, when he was selling crack to my mom and shit, and she's getting high, and then she was about to shoot him, put me up as a baby as a shield. Like, what you gonna do? Shoot the kid? Oh, also my dad never, he's giving me good advice, but he never said I did anything good. Like, no one has that story. He does, and that's why he's a fucking perfectionist, and he's a beast at what he does. You understand? Because he's been through the storm, he's been through this, that, and the third. He dropped out of school and just went straight, did this, went to the Olympics. They gave his ass the silver medal on some bullshit. It was a silver or bronze. They fucked him over. They didn't even give him no gold, I don't think. Did him dirty. He came back, went to the pros, and became undefeated. Don't nobody got that story. That's the whole point of the boxing record. When you look at his box record, nobody has that specific box record on those specific dates, on those pay-per-view nights, on those Saturdays in Vegas. Nobody can say that they have that lineage of stuff unless they were him, and Floyd. You understand? Them aspects on those nights. That's his history. You don't have that history. Stop pretending to be that. You can do something adjacent. You can do something similar. You can follow the formula, but you are who you are. And people get down on themselves when they take them L's. The man is so good at avoiding punches. He knows how to avoid L's in contracts. That's how he ended up staying undefeated. He knew how to not time certain fighters. You know what I'm saying? He knew how to fight people at the right time. He fought Pacquiao at the right time. He didn't fight Pacquiao early. There's a reason for that. And that's what I'm saying. This shit goes into everything. That's just who he is. I'm the type of person, I'm the opposite of that. I'm real reckless. I'm scared all the time, but I gotta move forward. So I would have just went for the certain fights. I'm like, damn, that's a scary ass fight. I might have to do it though. I still might have to do it. He's the type of person like that ain't good for my career or my health. I'm actually gonna he probably wouldn't say dodge, but he's like, I'm not gonna do that right now. But this one is pretty good too. This is a good champion too. We'll try that one. You ain't him. I know I ain't him. I admire that shit, but I would not want to compare myself to him or try to be. You understand? University mindset, man. Everybody got their own circles. Everybody got their own paths. Some people take them circles more inwards, try to get more into themselves. Pause. They try to get more into their own center. That's me simplifying things. Realizing the chaos that I'm accustomed to. Realizing all the bullshit, this American shit that I'm used to. Trying to get outside of myself by looking into myself and simplifying, like, yo, you really used to this chaos and this negative bullshit. Let's get around some peaceful shit or some respectful shit. Let's see what that does for you. Because I'm so used to being in the city. Let's see what it's looking like being in the rural area or the suburbs where things are quiet and peaceful. Let's see what that looked like. A lot of people couldn't tell you shit about that. You know why? Because you'd have to go there to actually talk to them people. The fucked up thing about the suburban kids here in this American shit is that they used to come in our neighborhoods and bullshit with us. They used to come to our neighborhoods and try to get drugs from us. Ain't nobody gonna hurt them because nobody wants a fucking white body, you know what I'm saying, in the neighborhood with investigators running around when everyone's trying to do some business illegitimately. Well, them motherfuckers got the privilege to come down into our neighborhoods and do some bullshit over here. I want to go to a country where there ain't none of that bullshit in general. Let's talk about Japan. Let's talk about Switzerland. Let's talk about the other places, whatever the fuck that's a little more peaceful. The thing about it is it's so cold over there. I don't know what the fuck I'd be dealing with. But I'd rather be around that where I'm like, yo, I'm trying to upgrade to another neighborhood. If I ever have kids, I want to raise them in a neighborhood that's way different than mine. Come to find out them neighborhoods, them motherfuckers come down to the bad neighborhoods anyway, do some bullshit. The fuck kind of shit is that? But that's how it be. Part of me is like, only in America. But no, it's motherfuckers, suburban motherfuckers in UK or whatever the fuck. Suburban people in all different countries. They all do that goofy shit. All the mainline shit. That's damn near everywhere. In one way, shape, or form. But like I said this in the last one, man. I'm so accustomed to the yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably a little more yang than yin or more yin than yang. I'm just one or the other sometimes, depending on where I'm at. I say this all the time, man. You get me around my introvert friends, I'm the most extroverted motherfucker, bro. You get me around all my extroverted friends, I'm the most introverted motherfucker, bro. I'm ambiverted. I'm really balanced like that. I don't know why, I just am. It just goes that way. But like I said, to get to this point took a lot of extremities, man. I've been on this side of the spectrum as much as I've been on that side of the spectrum. I've been very extreme with tenacity and stuff. I've been really extreme with the peace and the healing side of things. Every time I do it to the fullest. When I'm in therapy, I'm there. When I'm training, I'm there. You understand? I don't waste a fucking minute. I don't waste no one's time. If I'm in your space or whatever, we're utilizing that shit. You grant me access to that shit, I am utilizing it. I'm not playing these games. I'm not so egotistical to bring my own bullshit into someone else's space, place, or how they conduct things. What are the rules here? This is how we do it. Can I bend it a little bit? Oh, that's disrespectful. Let me not be disrespectful. Let's just play by the rules. Let's see how this goes. This is how we meditate. Okay, cool. People are trying to meditate with R&B in the background and stupid shit. Turn that shit the fuck off and like just focus. What the fuck are you doing, bro? You motherfuckers trying to meditate to sexual music. What the fuck's wrong with you? Oh, with some slow jam shit. The BPM is like 60. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you know you see what I'm trying to say? Oh yeah, I'll be meditating when I walk down the street with my headphones. Like, man, you got them fucking Bluetooth headphones in. You got a headache, bro. You don't even know it. Motherfucker's so accustomed to headaches and chaos. You didn't even know he got a headache. Talking about he meditating while he's walking to the grocery store to buy a Faygo. Motherfuckers over there buying Faygos and Coca-Cola. Shut the fuck up, bro. Do things the way they're supposed to be doing, man. Like you know what I'm saying? You would hate it if someone walked in, like if you walked into your room and you saw someone with a dirty ass broom just sweeping the top of your bed. Like the fuck you doing? It's like, oh, this is how we get dust. This is how I do it. This is how I do it. I get the dust, whatever. You like you swing on this dude. Like what the fuck are you doing? There's proper things, you know what I'm saying? When you be dusting shit, you top to bottom, right? Dusting shit top to bottom. There's certain proper things you got to do. And this whole fucking country on some upside down goofy shit. I'm not with the dumb shit. Do things properly, man. Do things properly. Once you start realizing the chaos, once you start realizing the certain, you know what I'm saying, order of certain things. That's not to say that everything's orderly. Things need to be controlled. There's room for chaos. There's room for chaos in the form of music. There's room for chaos in the form of performing from a place of love. There's room for chaos in the form of jazz, freestyling. When you listen to these guys who do reggae, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like pure reggae, just people just jamming. That's lovely chaos. You feel me? Oh, I got some on the chat. Who here on the chat? Who we got? My friend Mars dropped in. Oh yeah, I might need the DLC. That's what my friend said. But there it is, man. Hopefully what I'm saying to you makes sense. I haven't even barely been checking the time on this shit right here, on this piece right here. Listen, man, I'm gonna leave it at that, all right? Check that out, man. What's the L mean to you? Redefine that shit. You understand? These are lines to get you out of the cycles. People talk about, oh, we're stuck in this linear, whatever, we're stuck in these boxes. Yeah, you putting yourself in boxes too. You're so accustomed to boxes, you start putting yourself in boxes. Box yourself out, get the fuck out of there. Next time you start challenging yourself, next time you start training yourself, get yourself out of there. Let's work on that. Listen, man. Got a lot of energy right now. We're going to see how many more I can record and more I can do. All right. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace. I'm out.